Hey guys, how's it going? This is Jordan. Welcome to episode 5 of Scrap Mechanic. Now you'll notice there's a bit of a jump in progress here. I've built a little mining setup on the vehicle, and I've also built a refining bot and some resource collectors, just with the idea of gathering some stone and metal that we can put to use on our base building. So this stone we're going to be turning into bricks so we can make a wall around our garden plots, so that we can start to build larger crops. Grow larger crops, with the idea of taking them to the packing station and then moving them on to the trader. And we're also gathering metal, which we'll be using quite a lot of, both in building up our vehicle, and I'm thinking of building either a separate crane or a crane that we can put on our vehicle, so that we can gather some of the caged farmers, which is something we need to be doing, so that we can take them to the trader and get the spud gun. So that's what we're working towards. Today's episode is going to be a little bit different from the ordinary, in that for some reason my audio track didn't record when I was recording this gameplay. So I'm putting this in post-production. Hopefully it works out. I considered just scrapping the episode, but I ultimately decided against it because there was actually a lot of progress that we made in this episode, and I didn't want to lose that, so we'll stick with it. At the moment, we're just gathering some more beets. We're growing beets and tomatoes at the moment, because that's what we need to trade towards for the spud gun. Because we need, I think it's bananas and blueberries, if I'm not mistaken, to trade for. And we also need at least one trade farm. Now I do know that when I was exploring out in the autumnal forest, that I saw at least one camp, and I'm hoping there's at least one farmer there. Basically, this is a point where we headed out to do a little bit of exploring. There are a couple of large ruins right on the verge of that autumnal biome. So this episode is just us heading out on a road trip, testing out the car, taking the resource collector with us in case we happen across any hay bots. We can just chuck their legs into the resource collector and then just refine them all in one hit when we get back to base. So this is us just heading out. So now where we're headed is straight down the road. So if we go past this packing plant, which is the vegetable packing plant, I believe, further along there's the fruit packing plant, and then there's the large ruins right ahead. So we're pretty lucky in that it's a straight shot, basically, for us to get to both packing stations. The thing that we have to worry about, though, is the massive hillside that's on the left there. It's a lot of trouble getting up there, and that's going to be very tricky. This is why I brought the resource collector. We can just chuck the arms into that collector instead of sitting there and spending precious seconds refining those down. We can just refine them all in one hit when we get them back to base. There's actually a little autumnal, the forest that I'm looking at right there, there's a little bit of an autumnal forest in there as well. So there is a source of cotton, but there's a much larger patch of forest straight up here. That hill is bad. I'm very worried about actually getting a fully loaded vehicle up to the trader. That I can barely get the car up that hill as it is. But we'll work something out. I'm contemplating putting another axle onto the vehicle and having 4 drive wheels at the back. Here's us just having more fun with some hay bots. Always a good time. This is really annoying when they do this, where they just hold up their pitchfork and they just sort of move from side to side and don't close in. This is the great thing about having the resource collector. As we take these guys out on the road, we can just gather all this stuff up and then worry about processing it later. We don't have to sit there and waste time processing all of this stuff. It's so good. This is one of the ruins that we're investigating straight ahead there. And there's another one just to the left on that hillside. There is another ruin. There's a lot of pretty decent ruins around here. And just beyond these 2 ruins is a burning biome. So there's a lot of good areas to explore around here, which is why I'm heavily thinking about moving the base out to this area. It's just much more convenient for looting and also for trading. And there's a lot of hay bots in this area. Beautiful. So yeah, we decide. By the way, you may be wondering why I leave the car on the lift. I do that just to stop robots from destroying the car while we're gone. I don't think it's absolutely necessary because the robots aggro on you, and I think they only attack the vehicle if it's between you and them. But I've had enough vehicles destroyed that I'm wary of that, so I just put it up on there anyway. Now this is going to be interesting. As soon as they group up like this, you can basically guarantee, there we go, you can guarantee that you will be hit twice. There we go. Now we're pretty lucky here. We aggro almost all of the defenders straight away. So once we deal with this initial surge, we have a pretty smooth run through the ruin, which is nice. There's another defender up on the stairs there. He just hasn't worked out how to get down to us yet. And another one. I think it's something they have to work on for the big ruins, in that right now, as soon as you approach the ruin, almost all the defenders just come out straight away. And so by the time you actually get into the ruin, they're pretty empty because all the defenders just rush out in a pack no matter where they are inside the ruin. It's a thing I think needs a little bit of balance because it takes a lot of the tension out of actually exploring the ruin because you're confident that there's only going to be 1 or 2 hay bots in there at the most. It's something I think, hopefully it will change, that they don't all just run down in a pack like that. We have a chest over here. I don't really remember exactly what we got out of this place. I remember I was very underwhelmed by the quality of loot through most of this ruin. There were a lot of chests, but I seem to remember it was a lot of soil and seed packs. I'm not sure. It's been a few days. But we'll see. I guess that's why we're doing this. Another hay bot. I love when they do that. They tumble downstairs and they just get stuck, so you can just move in and close in on them and finish them off. Now there are a few left in here, but for the most part, most of them rush out to attack you pretty much straight away. I don't know why I left that leg there and didn't take it back to the car. Unless I thought I heard another one. So I was just being a bit cautious. I am doing a lot of corner checking, so I'm assuming I thought there was another robot. Well, he's not on this level. So we've got a container and a few chests, two gas canisters. Not amazing. There's another container down there. Let's have a look at this chest. Come on, don't worry about it. Just relax. It's on a different level. Relax yourself. Just go for the chests. There you go. 1 circuit board. Brilliant. Gas. Component kits, fantastic. I'll never complain about getting component kits in a chest. We always need them. Especially because I want to upgrade my engine to improve its fuel efficiency. More upgrade kits and some chemicals. So it's actually not bad loot. I don't know. For some reason I had the impression there was bad loot in this place. But it's not too bad. Batteries, component kits, that's good loot. I am contemplating building a crane to take the farmers to the Trader Glass, seeds, component kits. The seeds we definitely don't need, but they're not taking up a lot of space. I'm contemplating building a crane to load the farmers onto my truck. I've seen there's a YouTuber called Khan Gaming who he's a great YouTuber if you like scrap mechanic. He builds some amazing stuff, and I've seen. Oh, there we go. There's the guy I was worried about. I think I fall off the building here at some point. No? Oh, okay. I thought maybe it's the next ruin. But yeah, Khan Gaming, he builds some really impressive stuff, and one thing that he's built is a crane arm that uses pistons, and that's something that I'd like to adapt to make basically like a forklift, I guess, to load the farmers, because we're going to have to start gathering those guys, because I definitely want a spud gun so we can start working on some of the higher tier crops. Oh, there we go. I thought I forgot that chest was there. Tomato seed component kit. The tomato seed is pretty nothing, but the component kit is always welcome. Up we go. Come on. Stop dawdling. You're alright. Just get up there. There you go, mate. Up you go. Wow, this is really precarious. Ooh, almost went off the edge there. Okay. Now, I can't remember if there was a golden chest here. I think there was. I'm not sure. I think that's what may have upset me, is that there wasn't a golden chest, maybe? Sorry, I'm struggling to remember. There's 2 episodes that I recorded, and they were both looting these ruins, so they're kind of blending together in my memory. Another container, but it also looks like it goes up further. Sun shakes, always good. Have a little drink before you head up, mate. Rehydrate, very important. Now, was I pissed off because there wasn't a golden chest? Is that why I thought this place was bad for loot? I'm getting that feeling. There's a big autumnal forest over there. There's also another packing station. That's the fruit packing station. But that's a great autumnal forest over there. I went through there to get cotton, and I found absolutely tons of the stuff. So we don't really need to worry about growing cotton. I don't think. We probably will eventually, just to save me the trip of going out there. Yeah, that's why I was annoyed at this place. There was no golden chest. Okay. That's why I thought there was bad loot. It wasn't bad loot. We got a few component kits out of it, which is always welcome. But yeah, that's it for this ruin. So, now, do we head straight to the next one, or did I put in a cut after we went home? There we go. Get that to the vehicle, mate. I really need to start processing that metal so I can finish the car off. I'm very seriously thinking about adding 2 extra drive wheels to the back of the car, just to help with heavy loads as well. Because when I loaded this car up when I was mining, it was very, very slow. Bear in mind that I haven't fully upgraded the engine yet though. There's another ruin up there too. That's a really nice ruin as well. More hay bots. And looks like the remnants of a cow over there. Very nice. Now I decided to refine this one because I didn't want to slowly walk all the way back to the car. Not sure why I didn't bring the car up here with me, to be honest. Yep, remnants of a cow. Or a wok, I should say. Now, I think we engage a lot of the defenders here as well in a cluster. There's a lot of swinging and missing going on there. There we go. That's a big ruin. There's a lot of levels to that one. One thing I love about this update that they've put out is that they've added lighting to the ruins. So when you're in there at night, you can actually see 2 feet in front of your face. It's fantastic stuff. Especially if you're trying to make YouTube videos and you want to do looting. Because it seems to be nighttime in this game all the time. Especially when you're out looting, it's always bloody nighttime. And having some lighting in these ruins is a godsend. Here we go. Get out the old potato peeler and shave up some metal. But I'm going to start putting more of this into the playthrough. Hopefully it works with my bloody audio from now on. But I think having these looting runs just adds a bit more excitement than just having me back at base building things or waiting for crops. And plus you get the discovery of what sort of loot you're going to get out of these places if you're going to get anything really fantastic. So I think moving forward, we'll especially around this area, there's a lot of good places to loot. Oh, hello. See, I was trying to get his attention there, but I don't think they really respond to sound. They tend to respond to just proximity. There we go. I got into his aggro range. I hate fighting these guys on the stairs. It's really clumsy. Oh, somebody just fell right off the side. It's really tricky fighting these guys on the stairs. Trying to work your way down and around and stay out of their attack range. There are a lot of hay-bots there. I decided to jump off the stairs before they killed me, which is probably a good idea. And I got very close to being knocked out here. Ooh, wow. Can't believe I was going to go for that leg instead of worrying about the next robot. Sometimes when you watch this stuff back, you just go, what were you thinking? Always make sure the place is clear before you go to grab the legs. It's only 10 scrap metal, why am I so focused on them? But that should be most of the defenders for this base. Please tell me I cut this out. I'm sorry guys. Ordinarily I cut this refining out because it's really boring to watch. I don't know why I left this in. I apologise. From now on I'll make a concerted effort to cut out me shaving down these legs. Nobody wants to bloody watch this. Back we go, let's get into the ruin, do some exploring. Here's where I realised I ran back to the wrong ruin. I thought, gee, the car wasn't as far away as I thought. And then I realised, oh yeah, I ran so far away from those guys, I went right back to the first building. Grab some cheeky beeswax while I'm at it. Always need it. Especially if I want to add extra wheels to my machine. Okay, I was wondering what I was doing there. I was trying to place a component, get on the stairs. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay, I'm gonna go over there. Of course I am. More shaving. Okay, back to the building. Come on, let's do some looting. There we go, mate. Well done. Don't worry about that. Get up the stairs, mate. There you go. Keep going. Keep going. There we go, mate. Very nice. Keep her moving, champ. Keep her moving. Now, one tip, I've probably gone over this before, but always break up these hay bales that you see in these ruins. Quite often there's chests under it, just like that. Okay, just get back and loot. That's where I fell off. I knew I fell off somewhere. That was the one. Because I decided that tiny hay bale that wasn't big enough to cover a chest anyway was more important than the actual chests that I could see. Because I'm good at prioritizing like that, apparently. That's it, mate. Get up there. Glow sticks, red beets. Yeah. Not amazing. Why am I so fixated on that spot? Forget about it. What is wrong with me? Here we go. What do we got? 2 carrot seeds. Maybe this is the one that I thought had bad loot, because so far this one legitimately has shitty loot. Seed bags and glass. Wow, really? Wow. This ruin legitimately has garbage loot. So it wasn't the last one, it was this one. Okay, the sun's starting to come up, which is good. Alrighty. Almost there. Why do I keep looking out over there? What's my problem? I'm fascinated by what's over there, apparently. I can see a chest in that one. There we go. Seeds, fuel. What is with all the soil bags? I'm again getting angry at this ruin. There we go. Finally something. Seeds. Off we go. More hay piles. Another chest, another opportunity to be disappointed. Pretty shit. Come on, give me something. No? Fair enough. Here's a bit of a spoiler for next episode. We go into that ruin. I was very fixated on where I could hear this hay bot. I could hear a hay bot, and I was just so preoccupied with where is this bloody hay bot. Alrighty, come on. So one soil bag. God, this place had garbage. Not even a chest. Usually there's always a chest behind that rubble. 10 paint. I am legitimately getting quite angry at this loot again. This was garbage loot. There's gotta be something good, please. Here we go, golden chest. Here we go, here we go, here we go. 3 component kits, yeah, that's decent. To be honest, I was hoping to see a garment box. But, you know, we do what we do. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode, guys. In the next episode, we head up that road, do a little bit of exploring, and we check out that ruin that's very poorly on screen right now. But for now, that'll do it for this one. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you'd like to support the channel, please subscribe. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.